What's up, bros? Let's just take a second to really appreciate the fact that we can visualize how our life looks. We can paint ourselves a picture, we can paint a target, and then we can aim at that target. You gotta understand what I'm saying. You can you can sort of create this image of the perfect life. You know how when you go on Instagram, there's all these, everyone has this picture perfect life. They're in this Airbnb in the middle of the Dominican Republic on top of a tree house with their lover, you know? They're bathing in a pond that has a bunch of roses and there's frogs off to the side singing their song. Everyone has these, they post a picture of the perfect life, and we see them and it's like, man, everything looks so beautiful. There's all this beauty and people are living all these good lives, and then we come back to our own life and we don't really know what we want. We just know that there's a lot of good out there. There's a lot of cool stuff we could experience. But to really say that we've taken the time to visualize what it is we want, that's very difficult. One thing that I get asked a lot when I talk to a lot of these guys on the phone, you guys that sign up for the program and, we chat, we set up goals, is I want to find my purpose in life. And this is what I've come to the conclusion about purpose. I don't believe in purpose. I don't believe that you need a purpose. Purpose is almost too large. It's trying to take on too much. People usually say with purpose, to use your time to change the world. One man changing the world. One man, one guy, one woman using their time on the earth to impact the lives of many people, millions even, to do something great. And while that sounds very good, I don't think that's sort of this ego trying to be larger than life, this sort of this hero idea that we have. In reality, a single person is only so strong, man. We come from our ancestors were in tribes, working together, doing something, and they cared about the people in their tribe, the people in their immediate environment, their families, their close friends, and I feel like these days it's so much put on the individual and becoming this superstar almost, this person of extreme fame and fortune. But I'm wondering if it would be much more satisfying if we realized that if we brought that down to a smaller scale, if it'd be more manageable to us in general. Think about it. What does life look like, man? I think that being able to visualize exactly or really close to what you would like and then write that thing down on paper, oh man, you're going to eventually get that thing. You're going to eventually get exactly what you want. But if you don't know what you want, then you're going to keep living the same life you have. You will. If you can paint the picture in your mind, you will work towards that, even if it's a little bit. You will see what you want, and you will start moving towards it if you could just figure out what it is that you want. And it can be small, dude. It can be something like bringing your family closer together, making $50,000 a year. Look, most of us don't want the headache that comes from managing a large company. The headache that comes from working a 9 to 5. We sort of want to live outside of these. I feel like a lot of the guys that watch this are sort of the mindset of we want to have freedom. We want to get outside of we want to be our own masters. We don't want to have to go to work for someone else. We don't want to have to constantly be bugged, and we want to find people that we care about. We want to care for them. We want to take care of our bodies. We want to be the strongest men that we can be. And that's a pretty satisfying life. Maybe raise a few children, maybe find a woman to fall in love with. Maybe the world seems like this dystopia now, but in our minds, come on. If you don't think you can recreate that, dude, if a lot of us don't think that we can rise above that and create a better life for ourselves, I think that's the majority of men on this channel. I think that's a real thing. To have Man, I just imagine to find peace, to find happiness within a group. And I'm telling you that it's not that difficult. Really, more than ever, it's not that hard to be able to visualize that life, set it in stone, and then aim at it every single day. Instead of just wondering what the future looks like, constantly trying to find this overarching purpose in your life. No, it's like, what do I want my life to look like? And then let me do whatever it takes to get there. So many of you guys say, like, I need $1 million. No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. Come on. Maybe 6 figures, maybe 100K, maybe 70K. Let's just say 70K. 70K, you find you can go wherever you like, set yourself up, have a nice, comfortable house, have access to a little garden that you create. Your wife's in the garden. You know, you can raise some kids. It's like, how much money do you really need? Or no, you don't even need the wife or kids. What if you're just by yourself, living like a monk? You enter monk mode and you're just happy, man. You're doing your thing. You have your group. You have your friends. You're growing. You're reading, you know, puffing on your little pipe. You're living. You don't need that much money. Guys, I mean, you can get in a cheap apartment. You can travel. You can, you know, Airbnb it up. Who knows? Who knows? Life isn't set in stone. And so a lot of us sort of just jump on of going to college. We know we got to make a living one day. Guys, it's very important that you think about what it is that you need. How much do you need? What does it look like, man? You want to be able to wake up in the morning and, you know, walk down to the coffee shop. Do you need a car? Do you want a moped? Do you want to live in a different country? Man, money, the American dollar, you know, probably goes a lot further in Thailand. It probably can stretch it. So it's all about creating this image. And when we're on our phone, we're bombarded by stuff. It's very hard to use our imagination. Our brain seems to turn away from it. And then we watch as time passes by. I think the best thing we can do is begin to visualize, to put it down on paper and commit, dude. I'm saying not just make it a want, make it a commitment, fully committed, because you will start going closer to that thing. You got to be willing. You got to be willing to do like whatever it takes, like we said before. And sometimes if you say, well, I'm going to make $1 million, well, that's going to be a fuck ton of stuff that you need to do. All right? And maybe you're not willing to do it all. Well, then guess what? Maybe you need to stop saying, I need this purpose, I need to make $1 million. Dude, what about something different that you can actually take steps to go towards? We're getting sold this idea that you need millions of dollars, that you gotta, you know, all this stuff. What do you want? Write that shit down on paper, man. Look, a lot of you guys are trying to escape the job, going to work every day. If you have online connection, you can start to make money. Okay, if you have the internet, phone, computer, tablet, you can start to make money. Get curious. Again, start with a goal in mind. How much money do I need? You can do that. You don't just got to go to work, but now your brain's curious. Now you start finding ways. You start experimenting. Look, 3 things. What does everyone need? Everyone wants, let's say, they want love and good relationships. Okay, great. Second, people want to be healthy, beautiful, and fit. All right. Third one, what does everyone need? Money. Everyone wants what we're talking about now, financial freedom, escaping the rat race, finding happiness, being able to enjoy their life without worrying about money. Now, say you got some knowledge in one of those 3 things. There you go. You can make money by helping other people get one of those 3 things. We see it done all the time. You don't got to be scummy about it. I'm just saying, you don't even got to know how right now. Think about it, dude. You can do anything you want. Most people don't start because they're maybe you don't know how to set it up. Maybe you're have poor skills when it comes to the internet. I know I did too. And it was very scary. Like, I don't know shit, dude. I failed computer class, honestly. Get help. All right? Get help. Find out how other people are doing it. There's so many apps, there's so many websites that make it easy. You just pay for the service. So whatever it takes, if it means you got to pay for the service, then maybe you got to work a little bit and then buy the service and then experiment just to make an extra 20, 40, 60, $100 a month. But hey, you did it. I mean, if you just open your mind to those options, now, dude, that's the biggest thing. You could be open-minded. Now the creativity pours in. Look, a lot of guys are worried that, and this is the thing, we have to break barriers of the past, dude. Look, it's weird to think about that you can sell something online to another person. They will give you money. Other people have the money you want, right? You look down your street, man, millions of dollars down this road. People have money. There's an abundance of money. People will give you money for you to help them. They will, if they like you, they'll support you. It's that simple. But to overcome these barriers of like, oh, that's weird. No, it's not weird. That's how the world works, bro. Selling, that's how the world works. People don't like to sell. Some people don't even like to try. They don't like to ask. Sometimes you got to be humble enough to ask, dude. All right? It takes it's an adventure into the unknown. It teaches you a lot. And look, that's just a couple things. Now, those 3 things I told you about. Now, break it down. What's the subculture of that? There's art. There's, in health and fitness, cooking. There's so many different, helping people figure out their depression. Just help. How can you help the life of someone else or help them get what it is that they want? That's a question worth answering, worth thinking about for yourself. I'm telling you, it starts with visualization. Painting the picture, or else we spin our wheels, dude. It's incredible how we don't get anywhere. All right? So let's talk about this, dude. Money is important. A lot of you guys are young. You're not really thinking about it. You don't really have to think about it. You're just going to school. You're thinking, I'm going to go to college after this. Now what? Then what? What is next? Are you just going to follow the slate, follow the script that your parents have set out for you, that the culture has set out for you? No, because eventually you're going to hit this roadblock. You're going to be very unhappy, and you're going to wonder why you didn't think for yourself. It's a waking up call, man, to live a life that is your doing, and it doesn't got to be extravagant with all these rich cars like the rappers talk about. Dude, no, is that really what you want? It sounds good. Think about what would make you happy. All right, man, just having a nice, comfortable couch, maybe a fireplace, a couple books, a tribe of friends, maybe a nice path. I could walk in nature. I could work out in nature. Something. Does that cost millions of dollars? No. How do I escape how do I form my own little world inside of this broader world that already is, set up? A nice, beautiful woman in my life. Caring, loving, we have a great relationship. What about some little children one day? I mean, this is all stuff. Stop listening to what other people are telling you online. Start thinking for yourself. All right? You can have anything you want, man. I'm telling you, anything you want, you can have if you're willing to take the risk to get what it is that you decide you want. If you're willing to commit, it may not be soon, but you will get it. Figure out what you want. All right? Guys, if you want to talk to me, you just want some inspiration, shoot me an email. I'll leave you my email down in the link below, all right? I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a blessed day.